Trump supporters are giving crazy interviews at his new Des Moines, Iowa rally. Let's uncover the truth. First up, we have Women for Trump, and they do not seem to care that he was just found liable for sexual assault.
Women for Trump. Are you deterred at all by any of the recent allegations against him, or are you just supporting Trump through and through because you know that he's an honest man?
We think that it's a lie, and he's a good guy. They just don't like it because he's standing up for America.
They have demonized him because he's the one standing up for we the people. He's the only president, the only person who has ever stood up for we the people. He's on our side, and that's why he's been demonized, because all the systems that have been in control are rigged.
The interviewer wrongly referred to the jury's verdict as an allegation, but it's not an allegation anymore. It has now been proven by the courts, and Donald Trump has been ordered to pay $5 million to his sexual assault victim. But let's move on to the next man who claims that Donald Trump is the only president in American history who has traded in his wealth for the country and not the other way around.
Promises made, promises kept, and Trump is the only president ever that has traded his wealth for his country and not his country for his wealth.
Are we talking about the same Donald Trump who traded in America's democracy for $250 million that he extracted from Trump supporters like that man into the Stop the Steal PAC, which he said would fight voter fraud that did not exist? Quite literally a quid pro quo democracy for wealth? Or are we talking about the Donald Trump whose son-in-law Jared Kushner received a $2 billion investment from a Saudi Arabian fund, while we still don't know what he had to trade in order to receive such a hefty investment? But wait, there's more. This is a group of Trump supporters referring to Donald Trump as a father figure.
Mr. Trump, you are a true American hero. We love you. You are the true American badass that we have been waiting for, and we thank you. You're like our father, our protector, and we love you. Thank you.
Totally not a cult. And finally, here is a man who says he feels obligated to show up for the man who stands up for everyday Americans like himself.
Iowa's an important state. We've got DeSantis in the same state today, but you guys chose to be here for President Trump. What was the decision-making process there?
You want to go first?
I think all of the attacks against President Trump that are just totally unprecedented, the legal allegations against him, I just feel obligated, knowing how much President Trump has stood up for me and has stood up for all of these Americans. I feel obligated to come out here and show my support for him.
It still remains the greatest mystery in the world as to how a billionaire who has never stepped foot in a supermarket, who cheated on his wife with a porn star and a Playboy bunny, who incited an insurrection, who stole government documents, who sexually assaulted a woman in a department store, and a man who has never been to church, has become the father figure and a Christ-like Messiah to over 75 million Americans. Guys, this is a cult we are dealing with, and it is a cult that we need to defeat in 2024. I believe we will, because I believe in my heart that sanity, logic, and reason will always win out in the end.